Welcome to episode 3 of my Better Minecraft series. Today we're building a house, a small workshop, and a storage room. Before we get to building though, I'm going to be getting myself a backpack. The extra storage is going to be super helpful for collecting the resources, but it does unfortunately require a certain animal's hide. I need rabbit hide. I'm sorry, big guy. That's 2 out of 6. Took way too long to get this stuff, but I finally have a backpack, which means I now have this entire extra carry space to deal with. So let's get to gathering some materials. The support for this series so far has been incredible. I am so happy hearing all the positive feedback that's come through. My goal right now is to upload 1 video every week. So if you are enjoying the series, that's the schedule you can expect. Back to what we're doing today. I should now have enough materials to get most of the building done. I will have to go and collect more materials for the interior and landscaping at some point, but we'll get to that when we need to. This little corner right here is actually going to be the center of our house in the future, but we're going to need to raise the ground a bit. That should do. As you can see, this spot is quite a bit above the ground at the moment, and this is going to be my ground level, so that is a bit of an issue for now. However, we're going to get the top layer down, and then later on we can fill in the underneath. Well, between me forgetting to hit record after going to do something quick and a ton of snow falling, there was a bit of not much happening there. I do now have the top layer done. This is where my house will sit. These are the 4 outer walls actually. I can start throwing up the support pillars and we can get to actually starting this house build. I'm going to be using some stripped oak logs in this build, and I usually just strip them after the fact, but some of these pillars are going to be quite tall, so I'm going to go ahead and strip a couple before I try and tower up. The 4 corners are up. These middle ones are going to be the tall ones. Definitely glad I got the bucket for this. And we have reached the point of forgetting about stripped wood. I'm glad I'll be able to get these from the top there. And that is the correct height. And it's starting to snow again. It would suck if I tried to water bucket this and it just froze on impact. You can kind of see where this is going. This is going to be the back area, but for now it doesn't really make a difference. I'm going to have my ground floor, obviously entrance with some little crafting nooks. The back, which is this side here, is going to have a ladder that goes up to a 2nd floor, and then there will be an attic space above. So it's going to be quite a nice tall house. I will have a workshop right out the front here, and that workshop is where I'm going to get all my crafting done, and it will have the storage connected. So I'm excited to see how this all comes together in the end. I finished putting the walls up. I think you can get a better idea now of what the shape of the house is going to be. For now, it is looking pretty blank though, so I'm going to go ahead and start putting the roof on. And we'll get to the finer details a bit later. These half slabs allow for a really nice slope on the roof. And there is the main structure finished. Obviously, I still need to finish the windows and some extra detailing around the outside. But before I get to any more detailing, I'm going to get the same kind of structure finished for the workshop. And that also means I now need to get the 2nd layer of terrain in place. That took ages to get all the dirt in place. I've left a lot more space to the right of my house for the workshop. This layer wraps all the way around the back and is also going to hold some animal pens. So once this is all done, there's going to be quite a bit going on. Then we'll have the final layer, which will drop down 1 more and wrap all the way around. That's going to home a wheat field that'll span from the left side back there down to the right over here, which I think will make a nice barrier between us and the pillagers in the back there. The workshop itself is actually really easy to build, as it's mainly going to be holding crafting stations, so it doesn't need to take up the most space. And then we just need to bring the pillars up a bit, fill in the walls, strip the logs, and start putting the roof up. I actually put these 2 up the wrong way around. Did the same with these 2. And that is the base structure of the workshop done. As I said before, we've got a few more things to get done before we can actually start detailing and doing the interior, but everything is slowly coming together. There are still these dirt slabs here that won't change to grass yet. Once I get Silk Touch, I will be able to grab some of those. Who are you? Wandering winemaker. Ooh, okay, that's really cool. Next time he stops by, I should hopefully have enough emeralds to be able to buy some stuff for some winemaking. But now it's time to move on to the next task, which is getting the animal pens sorted. This includes a cow pen, a pig pen, and a sheep pen. Over to the right here, I've put up a fence for my vegetable garden. This mod pack has these stackable logs that are a great alternative to using campfires. And then we're just using oak trapdoors for the main coverage, as they add a bit of texture and still let some light through. With the vegetable patch done, it is time for what is probably going to be the most basic part of this entire build. And that's going to be adding on the third layer. However, as this consists of mainly placing a lot of dirt, I'm going to skip over the building part and we'll see what it looks like once that's done. The field is in. I obviously don't have any wheat planted yet because I'm going to need a lot of seeds. Looking at the map, we can see exactly where it covers. I've kept it to more of a semicircle, so I still have all of this land below here to work with for other stuff, and it'll follow quite nicely with the path coming up through here. Honestly speaking, I'm still not that confident in editing together the building stuff without something like replay mod, and I definitely still want to have like a big reveal of sorts, so I'm gonna build one last thing, and once that's done, I'm gonna show off the entire place fully finished. Just move this torch out the way. The entrance to our storage area is gonna be right down here, and it'll sit kind of underneath this area out back. As long as we have the stairs lined up, this should be pretty straightforward. It does look like we need to go down one more level though. Here we can start seeing where the design is going. It's going to be a perfectly square room for now. However, because it is underground and we've got a lot more space around us, this is something that I can expand on later, whether I do it downwards or out in different branches. If I do decide to expand in the different branches, I just have to turn this center of chest into a doorway and we're all good. Anyway, here is the final version of the room. Not too much happening in here in terms of storage, but it'll be enough for a while, and as I said, there's way more space potential, so that's not really a problem. Now it's finally time to head up and see how all of this comes together. I do still have a bit of a drop here where it's not really connected. However, that I will sort out at a later date. I'm super happy with how this has turned out. I've definitely learned a lot in the process of making this, and that is that I should definitely prioritize getting new tools before building a new house. Because just the dirt alone for this project took so much time to gather, let alone the amount of wood I needed. I'm still not too sure on how to go about custom trees. I am though happy with how these have turned out for the most part, and I really enjoy the path system I've put in. It follows all the way around the house and down the outer layer as well. Finally got the wheat in. If anyone knows how to deal with weeds, please let me know. As I've said though, I am really pleased with how everything's turned out. I don't have any animals in the pens just yet, but I'll gather those up again a bit later. Just keep walking around a bit though. With the interiors, the workshop, like I mentioned, is mainly going to be for crafting. I've literally just got a crafting table on this side for now, and a saw. And then this side, I have some blast furnaces, obviously where I'm going to be doing some smelting. And then moving forward into the actual house, which honestly, the trees make this look so much better. Inside, I still have some remnants of just building happening. For the, I say for the most part, it is done. Again, your little crafting corner here, and then a smoker over there. It's probably the smallest kitchen I've ever built. Moving upstairs, we go straight to the bedroom, which for now doesn't have anything extra in apart from like a nice window seat and a bed with some storage chests for the, I guess, valuable stuff. I actually really like how these corners turned out. I've got these oak palisades in here that give just like a nice little dent into the texture, and I'm really enjoying how it's turned out. Up again into the attic space. This has mainly got some like storage and just a few things thrown around. I have placed the moonstone in the center. I think it makes quite a nice little fancy light bulb. But yeah, for the most part, that is the entire house. That's definitely going to be it for this video. It's been quite a bit shorter than the previous ones. However, I'm happy that I've got this one out the way. As I said, I've learned a lot in the process of making this one and will be a lot better prepared in the future. For now though, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one, where we'll be getting much better tools, because I don't want to spend a week on one house in the future. Hopefully I'll be able to spend a week on a lot more, so look forward to that. I know I definitely am. The amount of support has been absolutely incredible. Thank you again for joining me on this adventure. Bye.